Live. We are live. And we are live again. Hello, everybody. This is Gabriel with right here. Oh, this one ODE, Online Digital Education Mastery. It is a community on Facebook of educators who collaborate and actually, share information with each other so that they can succeed. And it's important because during this pandemic, a lot of teachers, a lot of people are just stressed out. So today I want to talk about something that's really important. Today is Saturday, May 22nd, and this is episode 130, and it's titled, Why Teachers Fail to Monetize Online. So before I start, let me give you my full disclaimer, which I think is very important. Please note, this is not for those who continuously make excuses or are expecting to get rich overnight. There's no false promises here. There's no false guarantees. There's no instant gratifications. You do the hard work for yourself like you're doing already, and you model a proven system. That's it. And the proven system is very simple. It's called faith and belief in yourself. And of course, changing your BS, your belief system. So this is an opportunity to be part of a high quality community like mine. And I'm a part of this as well, obviously. I will be guiding you towards your personal success. And it takes work, it takes commitment, it takes dedication, something that you're already doing for yourself. But if this is not something that you're willing to put in, then this is not for you. That's okay. Nobody is going to get mad at you for that. As a matter of fact, a lot of people are just not ready, to want to monetize their experience online. And if you're looking to start and then quit in the next few weeks or months, just because it takes work, then you're better off doing the same stuff you've been doing. And this is definitely not for you. And that's okay, because again, when you're ready, if you want to change your BS, your belief system, communities like mine exist all over Facebook, all over the internet, forums, where you can find support groups of like-minded people who are looking to better their futures. So let's talk about why teachers fail to monetize online. And let me start you off with a quote by James Arthur Ray, and he is an American self-help, businessman, motivational speaker, and author. And he said, the content of your thoughts and personal beliefs can be proven by a single indicator, your current results. Yeah, look at your current results, and that'll let you know if your BS, your thoughts, and your personal beliefs, are providing you that success in life that you so much desire. And if it's not, it's time to change the BS, the belief system. Since I started my journey last year during Zombie Pandemic 1.0, I invested $100 in myself to learn how to monetize my experience in life. And what a great experience it has been. And thanks to the ClickFunnels 30-day challenge, I continue to evolve into an advocate for global teachers who struggle with two things. And guys, there is no denying that we all struggle with one, your BS, your belief system. And number two, your economic status. And that's the common thing, globally. So my discipline is simple and non-evasive, to help educators get into the right positive mindset and learn how to monetize their educational experience online, providing solutions to those who are doing this. They're raising their hands right now saying, I need your solution, because I'm one of those who, I don't want to do the hard work. I'd rather have somebody else do the hard work and provide me the solution that I need, which is good news for you because then you get to make the money. So let's talk about why teachers fail to monetize online. It all boils down to your BS about money, your belief system about money. You see, the money equation we've all learned throughout our lives is the following one. Work your ass off in a career and trade time for money. That's it. And if you do the simple math, if you're earning $20 an hour, $25 an hour, it's going to take you about 25, 30 years to earn $1 million. And then when you back out taxes, when you adjust for inflation and whatnot, and everything that you spend on entertainment and just fun stuff in life, you got nothing left. So, this is important to understand that you're not going to get rich, you're not going to be economically stable, and you're certainly not going to reach the golden years, financially comfortable based on trading time for money, or basically just working in your career and hoping for the best. You see, this BS, this belief system, has made sheep, of one of the most important people in the world, you. It keeps your mind believing that your degrees are worth a perceived value of your life as long as you exchange it for time. In the long run, you work 30 years to accomplish mental health issues and economic dissatisfaction. So I want to share with you the 4 simple truths of how educators can monetize their experience and achieve economic abundance. And it all starts with this. Stop chasing the money. Really, stop chasing money. As educators, our perception of money is based on working 40 hours, 40 plus hours per week at a set hourly or a salary wage. Now, doing the extra things that, continue to deteriorate, their minds, and also, it's not helping you succeed as educators. So take a look at my previous live, episode 130, which was a couple of days ago, on May 20th, titled The Power of Your Perspective, the BS. So the number one, or the first, step into understanding why teachers are failing to monetize online, you need to raise your perceived value. I know that's a little difficult to understand. How do you raise your perceived value? Well, let me give you an example. Think about it this way. A professional athlete is paid millions of dollars per year to entertain your sports needs. Your problem is you have a need for sports, for entertainment. And you in turn will pay to go watch this athlete and cheer them on. They do not get paid millions because of their skills only. They get paid because of their perceived value. You see, the very fans who cheer them, to watch their favorite athletes based on, the ticket prices the league imposes on you. So you will buy things like merchandise, tickets, season box seats, on-demand events, etc., just to watch your favorite team or athlete. See, the perceived value, of these athletes, that they may have $1 million contracts, that's based on what the league has you believe. The millions of people shelling out huge amounts of money to be entertained, it leaves you wanting more, and you will come back again and again to pay for your favorite athletes' $1 million contracts. If you raise your perceived value as an educator on Facebook with a high-value educational niche mini course, the 2.7 billion fans that are available every day will take notice and pay you to solve their educational problems. But see, again, your perceived value of yourself, of your educational, acumen, if you're going to value yourself at $20 an hour and not have any students, then you need to go back and look at my, video on creating educational niche mini courses, which will earn you 5 figures a month easily and just 100 students a month. It's a big difference. So your perceived value should be raised based on a monthly, not on an hourly. And blessings will happen. Now, educators mentor, they coach and guide their students, to complete a task. successfully by providing critical thinking, for success. Now, it doesn't matter if you are teaching a 4-year-old to learn ABCs or a PhD student candidate, to become the next president of the world. What you want to do is to solve problems. The more problems you solve in your educational niche and provide positive outcomes, the more economic blessings you will receive, the more money you will make. This is an era of abundance because there are so many problems that affect the mindset of those in your niche. Okay? They want solutions, not lectures. Educate with empathy and guide your audience to solutions that empowers their way of life moving forward. Do not chase the money, chase the problems, and you will find yourself nurturing, the two most critical human needs that you seek: growth and contribution. These two will provide your fulfillment of life. It will provide you that puzzle piece of humanity that gives you absolute purpose to kick back during your golden years. But you got to look at problems. You got to solve problems. The opportunities are in the problems that you can solve based on your educational experience, so that you can provide educational niche courses to those who are doing this, raising their hands on the internet, on Facebook, saying, I don't know how to do this in my space. Is there an educator who knows how to do this? When they do this, it's because they are willing to pay for your knowledge. So the more problems that you solve, the more money you will make. Then number 3, scalable solutions to the problem. When creating your first educational niche mini course, create your 15-day or 30-day high-value self-educated course. You do not have to be there live with your course. A lot of educators want to be there one-on-one, face-to-face with the kids and all that. That's great if you're working for somebody else. But when you create your own educational niche mini course, you create the lesson plans and the videos teaching the lesson. They're self-educated. This gives you the time to flip to a life-work balance, where now you can focus on that which matters most: your life and your family. Your first mini course will earn you 5 figures monthly. As you learn to improve and polish your marketing skills, you will start to understand that implementing imperfectly, is okay. And learning from your mistakes is a blessing. It really is. So once you get through your first draft and you have, let's say, minimum 6 months to 12 months experience, you can start to scale a second and or a third niche mini course. Build your educational niche based on client feedback so that you can always understand their pain points and develop solutions they ask for. Not what you think they need. They're going to tell you what they need, and you build around that. This will increase your monthly income as your clients already trust and are having positive results with you. It's nothing better than that right now in the 21st century. So, lastly, number 4, the acquisition. True wealth comes with consistent and gritty purpose to solve other people's problems and needs. This is how Jeff Bezos from Amazon made his billions. Bill Gates, Microsoft, way before anybody, made his billions by solving problems like that. Elon Musk, Tony Robbins, motivational speaker, personal development guru. So true wealth comes with that consistent and gritty purpose to solve other people's problems and needs. Educators can do well with 1 or 2 high-value mini courses. You will earn, 5 figures easily with just 2 mini courses, maybe even 6 figures per month. And all you need is 100 students per month. That's it. To create generational wealth as an educator, you can create multiple educational niches, which encompasses various subjects. As you succeed, okay, with and polish your skills, you want to duplicate your niche model with a focus on the specific subject matter. In other words, whatever your student client base is saying, I have a problem, I need a solution for this, you create a specific niche mini course on that problem. Scale it to 10 or 20 self-educated 30-day mini courses. As you start to earn 7 figures monthly, you will be noticed by educational giants who will want to buy you out. They may agree to make you a partner or even give you a perpetual royalty for your student client list, because your email list becomes a commodity to you. All this is $1 billion educational niche, and it's in the making. And it is not unheard of to be offered $100 million to walk away. You get to decide that when you reach that bridge. See, my greater purpose is helping everyday people realize their magnificence with empowerment thinking for success. Book your discovery session with me today and receive a 4-week purposeful package to empower your life with. The knowledge and the tools that you will need to achieve your personal success, they await you. They're there for the taking. But only those who want to do the work, who want to commit to the work, who want to dedicate to the work. It doesn't take long. 6 months to a year of your life, you've already gone through what? 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years of being an educator, and you haven't reached your fulfillment yet. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. Empowerment thinking for success will help you realize, your success in personal health, personal wealth, and make you wiser as you start a life of magnificence with abundance. So remember, you're magnificent. I believe you're magnificent. You should believe you're magnificent. Let me know and leave a comment below. I receive comments at a daily basis on my newsfeed or on my messenger, and I respond to everybody. I help educators, become better with their minds and economically as well. So I look forward to seeing your success so that I can also interview you right here on ODE, Online Educational Group on Facebook, where educators collaborate and share successes with each other so that they can live a life of abundance. 688,000 people is my personal goal over the next 5 years. Come join me and see why. So I want to thank you. This is Gabriel again, and thank you so much for listening. All right, today is Saturday. It is May 22nd. This is episode 131, and it's titled, Why Teachers Fail to Monetize Online. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you again. God bless, and you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.